Happy Thursday.
And a very Thursday to you.
And a very Thursday to me.
To everyone out there, a very Thursday.
Bop. Whoa. How is everybody doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's everybody. You can all leave now.
Go on. See yourselves out. No, that's mean.
There's the door. Go on. Out
Bye-bye.
to go, stupid.
Bye-bye now. Goodbye.
That's a jakey bit.
Have you ever fucking been on a plane and been hit with the bye-bye? Bye-bye now. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost every plane I've been on.
Crazy.
What airline do you typically fly?
Oh, man. Like, I'm a big United guy because I think they're the superior airline in some regards.
They're the superior airline with modest rates.
Yeah, I mean, Southwest is king when it comes. I think you can do like a free bag check and you can just pick wherever the fuck you want to sit.
Yeah.
But sometimes I want this seat and I want that to be my seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
But really, it's just Southwest and United in my head. I'll take American if it's where I need. It really just, I don't give a fuck. If that's going where I need to be and it's at a reasonable rate, I'll just do that.
Yeah, I mean, check it out. When I first started, I started flying at 23. I had never been on a plane before that.
Never?
Whoa. Yeah. That's a separate story I'll jump back to.
Huh.
The first time I flew, and then the subsequent, like, maybe 5 or 6 times, it was all Spirit.
Spirit Airlines?
Yeah.
How was that?
Terrifying.
Yeah. Not a fun time.
It's a school bus in the sky.
School bus in the sky.
With the frizz?
No way. Cruising on down Main Street.
That girl, that's a booty hole. Yo, holy shit, he dead.
Just get them all out there.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there? Fucking Miss Frizz benching 315. Dude. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, when it comes to... So, first of all, let me just say this.
Let me set the scene.
I don't give a fuck what's going on in, like, the rest of the world. When I got a plane to catch, nothing is standing in my way.
Yeah, I'm on that plane.
Like,
I'm there.
I'm fucking there early. I don't give a fuck what happens on the way. I will lose an arm and fix it when I get there.
Yeah.
Like... And I'll see some people next to me that are just like either not in a hurry, a fucking moron, or a combination of both of those things.
Yeah, or the people that are so frazzled and messed up.
Those are the worst.
What airport? Where's my gate?
What do I have to do this? What do I go? And I'm like, you're stressing me out, and I'm already stressed.
They're going to tell you what to do.
Not only are they going to tell you what to do, there are signs everywhere in an airport.
Oh my God. Going through security in the airport, other people...
It's a fucking headache, but it's not a hard headache.
It's not a hard headache.
It's annoying, but it's not like...
I have no beef with going through security whatsoever.
Yeah, no.
Honestly,
it's a thing that has to happen.
It's a thing that needs to be done.
Yeah.
And if you just shut up and listen to the people talking to you,
that's it.
You'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
You don't even need to figure it out.
They'll just figure it out for you.
You'll just end up doing it.
You end up in some back room, like...
Oh my God. Fucking carry-on. The way that, like... you end up in the carry-on like, situation.
You're down there like running after the plane.
Yeah, you're oh my God, Buzz and Woody style. You're chasing after the tire, like, oh no, but like
Buzz, look, there's an alien.
Where? Oh, dude,
that's a fun movie.
How long has it been since you've seen Toy Story?
Oh Lord. Oh fuck! It's been a while.
It's been a while. I think the last time I watched a Toy Story movie, it was Toy Story 4.
Sure.
That was a few years ago.
Like,
it's not a bad movie. Everyone gives it shit. I kind of like it a lot.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I think it's interesting because the first one is Woody dealing with possibly not being the favorite anymore. The second one is like him growing, like getting lost for a bit, and then growing into like. You find your family with the family you chose, and then you end up getting new toys. The third one is when they get passed on and they're dealing with like preschool kids and shit like that. And then
Isn't the third one where doesn't Andy have a little sister?
No, he gives her away to like his neighbor.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And then they're in like the other place.
Yeah. Well, the fourth one is then becoming a lost toy. It's this interesting progression of a toy.
Like they created sequels that didn't need to happen and at least put a like cohesive narrative to at least go with that.
Things that would happen to toys.
Well, let me tell you another thing. I didn't see Cars 3, I think it is. I barely remember seeing Cars 2.
I watched all 3 Cars not too long ago.
It's crazy. The first one's great. Don't get me wrong. I love the first one.
The third one is pretty fucking good too.
I don't believe you.
You don't have to believe me. The second one is a fever dream that Mater had one night, I think. It just does not fit. It's nothing. Weird as hell, dude.
Very strange movies. Did you see that that Monsters Inc. University, I think?
Monsters University.
Yeah.
I love it.
I watched it one time. I don't remember anything about it.
I remember a lot about it. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah. And on that note. Let me check in my little red book because I have some interesting topics.
I got some interesting things. One that I wrote down on my phone, which I cannot show you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I have another one locked in my brain, and it's just fun facts. Fun facts with Nick. Like coffee time with Nick, but way more boring.
So, listen, sometimes I will write something knowing what the concept is because I'm writing it down. And I'm going to say 2 words to you now that I wrote down with nothing else.
Okay.
I just wrote down shark gorilla. What the fuck does that mean?
Shark gorilla.
Shark gorilla.
Who would win in a fight?
I don't know because you can't take one out of the other's element. Like, why did I write down shark gorilla?
Shark gorilla.
That's stupid.
Like one creature, a shark gorilla. A shark with gorilla arms.
I can almost guarantee you that wasn't the case.
A gorilla with shark teeth.
It was definitely not a shark gorilla like an Avatar spider monkey or whatever. Like
King Shark from fucking Suicide Squad.
He really is a
shark gorilla.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
Let's see here.
And that's one of my favorite jokes in that movie.
Well, you look like you really want to talk about the thing that you have, and mine are like long conversations.
I remember both that I wrote down on my phone.
So I'm going to put a pin on that because I do want to talk about these things, but they're long topics, and I don't want you to lose what you got.
Word.
So hit me with it.
The one that I said to you yesterday, or a couple of days, whatever, in the car, I asked you this question, and you said, write that down.
Oh, God. What was it?
Do you remember the first thing you bought off the internet?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't, but let me think. Let me think about it.
Yeah. No. I remember the first thing I bought off the internet.
What the fuck was the first?
I can tell you right now.
I mean, does like music online count?
No, something that you bought that got shipped to your place.
Like a physical thing.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not something so is that, where's the metric for that? Is it the first thing that was purchased for me online, or is it the first thing that I purchased with my money online?
The thing that I have in mind was the first time that I was online and I was like, I want this. I was on eBay.
Sure.
Want me to just tell you what happened?
No, yeah.
So I was at my fucking grandmother's in the swamps of Florida. I think we were there
crazy.
We were going to Disney World, I think, and we made pit stops at my grandma's, obviously.
Naturally.
And I was looking on her big old fucking MacBook computer on eBay, and I found an original like 1960s Super Bowl, like a rubber bouncing ball.
Huh.
And I was like looking at it, and I was like, why is this so interesting to me? And then like I was like maybe 11 or 12, and like I Googled it. It's because the way that they were made back then, they weren't like 2 rubber pieces that were just stuck together. It was like a mold that they poured rubber in and then like fucking really compressed the shit out of it. So they were ridiculously bouncy.
Oh, wow.
And I had my dad come over and I was like, can we get this? And my dad and I bid on this Super Bowl. And we had a bidding war with random people in the world. And we ended up paying, I think, like $60 for this Super Bowl.
That's insane.
And when we got home, it was in the mail. My dad and I went outside, and I like bounced it, and it bounced like crazy. I'll admit it. And my dad was like, "Let's try this," and he slammed it on the ground. Went up, never came down, gone. We don't know where it landed. It had to have landed in someone's yard, but it went up.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. And I was like, huh. Okay. And that's actually not the first time that my dad was like, let me try something with something that I had, and it was destroyed.
So I have a hilarious bidding. It's well, we're gonna circle back to the first thing that I bought, but I have a hilarious bidding story about bidding on something online. So
yeah. eBay was crazy back in the day.
I want to say I was in. Let's say I'm a freshman or so, anywhere from grade 8 to grade 10. Somewhere in that neck of the woods.
Somewhere in the squeeze.
And I come home after my like hour or two bus ride because I was like one of the last people off that fucking bus. And I lived out in the middle of fucking nowhere, so it took a long time to get. I was like one of the first people on in the morning, and I was one of the last people coming off at night. And I come home one night, and I walk into the living room, and my father is sitting in the living room in his chair, just like this.
Wow, okay.
And I'm like, hey, man, you doing all right?
You okay, bud?
He's like, your mother's going to kill me. And I was like, what happened? He won a bidding contest on a 1971 emerald green Cadillac.
Whoa. Okay.
And I was like, why did you bid for it? He's like, I didn't think I was going to win. It was so insane. He bid on it and he won because nobody else fucking bid.
That's insane, dude.
And I remember
your mother's gonna kill me.
And we just had this lawn ornament that sat for so long because I don't think it worked or something like that. Eventually it did. And holy fucking shit, you could blow on the steering wheel and it would just turn. It was this gargantuan boat and you could just drive it with a finger. It was a dream to drive.
That's sick.
Yeah. I think he sold it later in life because holy fuck, we needed money. But the first thing that I bought online.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Getting burpy.
Getting a little burpy. Back to the game. Oh, fuck.
Getting burpy.
Hey, man.
Sometimes it happens. We burp. We're humans.
What are you going to do about it?
Fuck you.
I had a friend give me the name of a girl.
Teresa.
Teresa. Insane.
Mother
Teresa. That was Teresa's favorite thing to fucking say is she would... Like, somebody would sneeze and then apologize, and then she'd be like, oh, how biological of you. Like,
weird.
Well, it's the whole concept of, like, why are you apologizing for this? It's a stupid thing to apologize for. You're a human person. But anyways, I think the first thing that I bought with the assistance of a parent was a Sonic the Hedgehog game. It was either Sonic Heroes or Sonic Adventure.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe it was Sly Cooper 3. Like, it was definitely a video game that I was like, I gotta play this. I want to play this so bad. And they're like, yeah, sure. It's like $11.99. Fucking sure. Here you go.
Whatever, yeah.
The first thing that I purchased by myself on the internet. Wow, fucking. I really need to think about that because I went through a phase where I realized I could do that and I just bought things.
The first thing I purchased with my own money was... like a little...
Well, the first thing that you purchased with your own money or the first thing that you bought online?
First thing I purchased with my own money online.
Okay.
Was a little... It was like a little plastic toy thing that was like... It just like had ridges and you can crunch it and it would make a cracking sound effect when you did. So I bought it without telling anybody. And then I remember I went up to my mom and I went, and my mom screamed.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and I was like, she's like, where'd you get that? And I was like, eBay.
It's par for the course.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I want to say it was that long rug that I got.
Really?
I've had it for a long time.
Crazy. Fucking rug.
Well, it's a really nice rug. First of all,
It's a cool rug.
it's what is that? It's not Persian. What is the name of that flavor of rug? It's one of them fancy rugs.
It's like this, like you think of like a rug or like a magic carpet, and it's got that design.
Yeah, like with all the lines, and it's like very symmetrical.
A lot of like weird like diamonds and shit. Yeah.
One of those.
Red. Persian?
Yeah, I don't know. What's the first thing you ever bought with your money, like cash money?
A Super Nintendo.
Wow.
Yeah.
A Super Nintendo.
Yeah, when I got my first job working at Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
When I got my first paycheck, because I was a busboy, my first paycheck was like, I don't know, $300. And I was like, oh my God, the possibilities are endless. And I had just been shown this retro game store in my hometown. I got my first paycheck and I was like, Mom, you gotta drive me to the store. Like, I gotta go. And she was like, what are you gonna do at this game shop? And I was like, what do you mean?
What could you possibly do at a game shop?
Yeah.
A stop for games. A game stop.
We gotta buy stocks in that. She drove me there and I walked in and it was like $45 for the cheapest one they had. It was like, it's the one I still have to this day, actually.
Nice.
The like white of it was like all yellowed because it was like old and stuff like that. That's why it was so much cheaper. Mm-hmm. But it still worked properly.
Super Nintendo? Are you thinking about just a regular Nintendo Entertainment System?
No, I never had one.
Because the Super Nintendos were gray.
It was like a light gray, and mine is yellowed now.
I see.
Yeah.
What color is this? White. And what color do you think it is? Dark gray or light gray or something. Have you seen that video?
No. But yeah, I walked in, I saw that one was like $45 and I was like, nice. And I can probably get a game with that. And I looked over, also $45, Link to the Past. And I was like, that's all I need. And I bought that and I walked out with it. I was so happy walking in my car. My mom was like, I hope you're proud. And I was like, I'm proud.
Dude, the first time I played Link to the Past was the Game Boy version. Oh, man.
Yeah.
You remember those just...
I still have my copy.
Like summer days.
I dropped a door on that SNES.
Fucking... Yeah, you talked about that in one of the past episodes.
Yeah, I dropped a fucking door on it. That's insane.
No, but those like summer days where you're a kid and there's nothing going on, you're playing a fucking handheld video game and you're just content for hours.
I was never into handheld gaming.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I
was always a sit on the couch boy.
As too was I, but there's only so much space in the living room, and when there's any other family member in there, I was like, well, I'll be over here.
Yeah, fair. You remember when TVs actually had the TV part on the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my family had, I think it was like a 65 to a 70-inch, like huge TV.
But it was a huge television.
Huge television. Yeah. Huge, like from the floor up, it was like down to here.
No, yeah.
Weighed like, I don't know, 800 pounds. Like enormous.
Couple thousand tons.
And what I would do is I would plug my PS2 or 360, whatever era it was, because it had the fucking red, white, yellow.
Right over there.
Right on the front, yeah. And I would sit it on the floor, plug it in, and then I'd sit my ass down on the couch and just lean all the way forward and just play whatever game I was playing.
I would drag the ottoman in front of the television, so I was maybe about, I want to say, from me to you, right here.
Oh, yeah, word? I was probably like 12 feet away. I was a distance. But I remember, oh my God, the first video game I ever beat was Peter Jackson's King Kong the video game. Now, hear me out. That game is fucking incredible. You know, Noodle online. Noodle. Yeah. I hope you're watching. You're not, but I hope it'd be so cool if you were.
He's not.
He released a video like a year ago.
Nobody's watching.
Talking about that game And never in my life have I felt more like, whoa, someone feels me. The whole video is him talking about how that game was way too good for its time, way ahead of its time. It should not have been as good as it is. I'll get into why later. But I was sick and I was home from elementary school. And my mom worked as well as my dad. So whenever like I was homesick, she'd be like getting ready in the morning and be like, don't play video games. And I would be like, oh, okay. She'd leave and I'd turn on my PS2 or Xbox.
Yeah.
I sat on, because we had a couch and then we had a big old chair. And TV was here, couch was here, chair was here. I sat on the chair, like lounged over the armrest, playing that game for 3 days straight.
Yep.
To completion. And when I finally beat it, I had this sense of like, games can be beat. Like it was the first time I ever beat a video game. And that game was, dude, it was insane. There's no HUD. There's no HUD whatsoever. If you wanted to know how much ammo you had, you'd hold down like the reload button, and he would go through a little animation, and you're playing as Jack, and he would say, I got enough magazines, or like 3 rounds on backup. Like he would say it out loud.
That's cool.
You only had one gun and then whatever like spear or weapon you picked up. But if you had people around you, you could swap weapons. Like you would just throw it at them. The game was fucking insane. Genuinely, to this day, I still occasionally play it because it's so good.
Did I talk about how I swindled a kid out of the PlayStation 2?
Yeah, you talked about that on the podcast.
So I did that.
You did that.
And one of the first games that I beat, like of my own volition with no assistance from my older brother, was Sly Cooper 2, Band of Thieves.
Never played any Sly.
I fucking loved it so much. If you've played the game, you know about the twist. My jaw fucking hit the floor. I was like seventh grade Alex was like, whoa!
Me playing BioShock during Hurricane Sandy.
Fucking BioShock, dude.
Yo,
holy fuck.
Remember
what
when...
a great game.
Dude, I probably talked about this on the podcast, how I played it in my camper during Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
That game really fucking sent me on a journey of these are the games I want to play.
Yeah.
Games that fuck with my head.
Games that matter.
Games that cared about the game.
Yeah, like... It's one thing to turn your brain off and play like a roguelike or a dungeon crawler or something like that.
Fortnite. Fuck you.
All right, damn.
Sorry.
I mean, I agree, but damn. Yeah. But games that you can lose yourself in.
You got to lose yourself in the games.
It's a magical thing. And
yeah.
You know that it's like turned into a meme now of that chick who's like, see, this is why I hate games, because it appeals like to the male fantasy.
Yeah.
And then it's like Animal Crossing or some bullshit.
Or it's just like Guts from Berserk with a giant sword.
Yeah. Like,
hell yeah, that's my male fantasy.
I don't attribute it to like quote unquote male fantasy. It's the same reason people love books or movies or television.
It's an incredible medium.
It's are you gonna...
You're on the right side of history.
That's what it is, yeah. Speaking of, I'm gonna use that as a segue to dive into this business here.
I got one more thing about games though.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Left 4 Dead. You ever play Left 4 Dead?
Nope.
My sister and I used to play Left 4 Dead all the time.
That's nice. That's fun.
Left 4 Dead and Call of Duty 2. Not Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 2. The second one.
Sure.
And like to the point where she would come out and be like, you want to play video games? And I'd be like, yes!
That's crazy for a sister to do that. Like, that's not a traditional sister thing to do.
Marissa is cool as hell. I love you. But not you, Gina. I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
But there was... In Left 4 Dead, you fight the zombies. You fight the zombie hordes. But there are special zombies, you know? So there's a boomer, which is a fat guy. Yeah?
You fight the zombies. You know how it is.
There's special zombies, though. So there's a really fat guy called a boomer.
Sure.
And he would just vomit on you, and that would attract a horde to you.
Oh, that's
and when you shot him, he'd explode that vomit everywhere. There's a hunter, and he'd crawl around and jump and land on you and attack you, and you'd have to have someone save you. There's a smoker who shot his tongue out, wrapped around you, and pulled you towards him. And there's a witch who would just sit in a corner and cry. But if you fucking startled her, she'd chase after you and knock you down immediately.
Terrifying.
And there was the occasional thing called the tank. And he was just the Hulk, raging and screaming. He would occasionally show up. How it would work is like you'd be walking around and you'd hear, and you'd hear a roar and he'd charge after you. The first time my sister ever played that with me and encountered a tank, she got trapped in a room with it. And she would scream at the top of her lungs across the house. My mom would go, "What the fuck's going on?" And my sister was like, "Zombie!" And that's a fond memory I have of that. It was great.
One of the best sibling moments I remember, like playing video games. Did I talk about Greg and me and his buddy playing Smash Brothers Brawl?
No, I don't think so.
It was a late evening. And him and his buddy, let's call him Eli, I think, or somebody. Who gives a fuck?
Eli.
So it's my brother. My brother's 6 years older than me. It's him and his buddy and me, and we're all playing Super Smash Brothers Brawl. And I think his buddy was playing Snake and throws a grenade at him, but Greg had a fucking baseball bat, and not thinking, just hit the grenade back at him. It was the coolest fuck. Like, everybody in the room was like, "Whoa!"
That's cool as fuck, dude. We used to play, I said Call of Duty 2 for a long time. There was one point where my sister and I played it for like 6 hours straight.
It's crazy.
And it would just be her versus me, like co-op, just fighting each other on an empty map. Only her and I.
Me and my brother would do that with Star Fox Assault.
It's fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Would you screen watch?
There is a sacred rule that exists that has persisted through centuries, to the point where people have used 2 separate televisions to mediate this.
Yeah.
In my heart, I don't want to say that I did. But I think with that game, you didn't really have to, because I think you could probably see where your opponent was on the map.
Mm-hmm. I was like 8. I screen watched.
I mean, I'm sure because I was the younger brother. I'm sure I did.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been like 20 fucking years. I don't remember.
Yeah, fair. I used to use the trench gun. It was just a shotgun.
Uh-huh.
So I would screen watch, and I'd turn a corner and just go poof, and then walk away. But we played for so long at one point that we stopped to get food, and I walked into the kitchen. I was drinking water, looking at like a calendar or something like that. And then Marissa came around the corner, and in full earnest, not fucking around, she turned the corner and went, she was so serious too. It was one of the funniest things. But let's use this as a transition now.
Sure.
To talk about what you'd like to talk about, because I cut you off.
Well,
the segue is great. Don't address it. You like that, Chris?
So first of all, we're going to take a little break and we're going to play that word game where we say the same word at the same time.
The one where we got to like make our way to the words?
To the same word.
Yo! Yeah. I saw this on some other podcast.
Yes.
That's it. We did it.
All right. So do you want to count us down?
Fuck. Okay. Well, let me think of a word for it real quick. Okay.
I gotta. Well, hold on. I gotta think of something that's not in this room because that'll be too easy.
I got something stupid.
All right.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I got mine.
All right. 3, 2. Hang on.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. 3.
Why did you not say 1?
Because I was. We've been filming a lot.
Oh fuck yeah! All right, so 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Pineapple. Okay.
Pineapple and cheese?
Dude, this is going to happen on the second try. Here it goes.
I don't think we are.
I think it is.
Okay.
You ready?
No.
Pineapple and cheese.
3, 2, 1. SpongeBob.
You didn't go for pizza? You went for SpongeBob?
I don't like pineapple. He looks like cheese and he lives in a pineapple.
All right.
Wait, SpongeBob and pizza?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Krusty Krab. Yeah, okay.
The Krusty Krab.
Yeah. Pizza is the pizza here for you and me. That was a short game.
That was great. We're going to do that every podcast now.
Hell yeah.
So here's so I would like to talk about the worst movie you have ever seen.
The worst movie I've ever seen.
Now I compartmentalized this. If you can't think of the just one, I said worst movies like top 5. I got worst movie of all time and worst movie you've seen this year.
Okay. Worst movie I've seen this year. Fuck, I can't think of anything.
Well, there's been a lot of slops that's come out lately, but the worst movie I've ever seen, and I'm not talking about bad movies that are so bad they're eventually good. The worst movie I've ever seen is the 2001 Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet. Worst fucking movie. I hate it.
I kind of like that movie.
Suck butt, dude.
I don't know why. I kind of just enjoy it.
I also hate Les Mis and Phantom.
Yeah, I get that.
But I just don't like opera in the first place.
I always thought that the like Romeo and Juliet was just kind of interesting. I liked that they just changed it and they made it like weird and I don't know.
Well,
it's interesting.
But that's the thing. Like, I like the director's next movie, Moulin Rouge, because I have a lot of really fun memories tied with that one. Like, I was a freshman in high school and I became friends with juniors, which was like, oh, I'm hanging out with the upperclassmen.
Yeah.
And I had a crush on one of the juniors, right?
Naturally.
And her family was rich.
Money.
Like, she had a theater in her basement.
Sick.
So we're all hanging out at her place. It's evening time, right? And they love that fucking movie because we're all nerds. We're all like thespians, bohemians, you know. We're all in plays and choirs and shit like that. So I had never seen it. They all three of them give me the name of 2 ladies and a dude.
Deborah, Febra, and Jake. Deborah, Grace, and Jake.
So Deborah and Jake were dating, and I had a crush on Grace.
Okay.
So we're all at Grace's house. I say that I haven't seen this movie. All 3 of them are like, holy fuck, you haven't? We're watching it immediately. And we did. And I remember Grace being like, I want tea. Do you want tea? And I was like, yeah. I'd never had tea before in my life. But I was like, yeah, I want tea.
Leaf juice.
So it's just hot leaf juice. Uncle, that's all tea is. So she goes upstairs.
What are you doing firebending your tea?
Yeah. Grace, fucking Deborah and what was it, Frank?
Jake.
Jake and Grace are downstairs and I go upstairs with Grace and she's just making tea and it's we're in high school, so she pours like fucking creamer in there and honey, like completely
weird.
But it's the best tea I've ever had because of the memory I associated with. Because I had a crush on this chick, and I remember I did. You ever try to look smooth? Like you watch a film, and the protagonist or the love interest, male in a heterosexual situation, tries to look cool and then fumbles and ends up looking either charming or cute or something like that. That's exactly what happened to me. Except it wasn't charming, funny, or cute.
It just looked like a fool.
There was a closet door that was open, and I went to lean on it genuinely and fucking. Well. But anyways,
I can't think of any bad movies.
Oh man, I hate Paint Your Wagon. That movie sucks ass.
I don't even know what it is.
It's a bad musical.
I'm trying to think of a bad movie. Surf's Up 2.
I didn't see that one.
Shouldn't exist.
So let's pivot. Who's your favorite director?
Ooh, my favorite director.
Yeah.
Okay. For the longest time.
Whoa.
For the longest time, I would say Sam Raimi.
Sam's great.
Yeah, for the longest time, I would say Sam Raimi, but I'm starting to think Matt Reeves is starting to really take over my brain. David Lynch. I'm gonna watch Twin Peaks.
Watch it with me. We should watch it.
Should that be on the GOAT list?
So we are currently still we are still watching Game of Thrones. If you've been watching,
yeah, she's in Westeros as of now.
Yeah,
stop there.
But after that, we're watching Attack on Titan because I haven't seen it. He's excited, and then after that, we plan to watch House of the Dragon.
Naturally.
Do you want to replace House of the Dragon with Twin Peaks, or do you want to watch House of the Dragon and then Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks is only 3 seasons.
House of the Dragon is only 2.
How long are the episodes of House of Dragons? Are they hour-long episodes?
Yes.
I think Twin Peaks is only like 30-minute episodes.
Yeah. Think on that. I'm going to take this time to look at who texted me.
Yeah.
Somebody texted me.
So the reason I want to watch Twin Peaks is... There's a bunch of reasons. Because Twin Peaks is...
Great.
Twin Peaks is great, yeah. But I was reignited in my interest because Corridor Crew... I love Corridor Crew. And
Sorry.
I love Corridor Crew. For those who don't know, I like visual effects. I don't know how you wouldn't know at this point. I do it in my off time.
Time out. Time the fuck out. I recently went back and watched Spider-Man because we watched the Spider-Man movies. If you want to go watch that, there's a link that exists on our actual video. Just click on the video.
Yeah, the second one is better and no one's watching it.
This guy's not going to put up a link, but
here's a picture of what a link would look like, but you can't click it. It's just going to pause the video.
He's also not going to put that up.
I'm going to put up a picture of Greg.
The same one, like...
Yeah.
No, it's... there's a moment where I say something like, future Nick, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I have been summoned.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of the best fucking things. I loved it. So I cackled when I watched it.
Because it was like 1 a.m. And as I was editing it, there's actually... I cut this out of the final edit because I just didn't want to film this.
Yeah.
But I was editing it and that part like came up where you were like, future Nick. And I was like, and I grabbed my headphones and put it on. Clicked record and I went, I have been summoned. But there was a part after that where we were talking about some bullshit and you were like, smash cut to future Nick staring at the screen, just me sitting there like this. And I was like, I'm not going to set up a camera right now and do that. Like, because it was supposed to be the twist. Like, while the twist was playing, it was supposed to cut to future me with just like lights flashing on my face with the twist in the background. And I'm just... and I couldn't bring myself to do it. But yeah, I like visual effects and that's why I watched Corridor Crew, and they did a special on nuclear explosions in movies and like ranking them and stuff like that. And it's not necessarily a spoiler, but in Twin Peaks, there is a nuclear explosion.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it is the most beautiful artistic rendition. It's like a 6-minute long segment of this explosion.
Say no more because I don't remember it. I want to see it.
I don't know anymore. All I know is I watched that bit and there's no context behind it. And it's fucking incredible. And they ranked that number 1. I think we got to watch Twin Peaks after Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Motion passed.
Next problem.
Next problem is what's better, fresh food or free food?
Fresh.
Why?
Free food can be old. It's too vast of a thing. Fresh food, like if I just made it, that food's good no matter what.
I don't know, man. There's a magic to free food.
I don't be eating free food a lot.
Like, but that's the magic. It's kind of like when you get some garbage at a fast food joint and there's still like a little, like there's an onion ring in your French fries or something like that. The last fry at the bottom of the bag, you're like, oh, a little treat for me.
No, I get it. I'm not saying I don't get offered it a lot. I'm saying when I get offered free food,
yeah,
I say no.
Really?
Yeah. Like if we're at work and like there's like a potluck or like someone's bringing in food, I won't eat it.
Why?
I don't know. Just a thing. Just a thing I
do.
The
last potluck I remember, there was like this noodle dish, and it was literally just noodles in sauce. That was it. That was the dish.
That's fine.
And it wasn't something that I would like go out of my way to be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking eat this, I guess. But because it was there,
it was there and it's free.
Well, it's kind of like
I'm gonna go pee after this. So
okay, it's kind of like the radio effect. Like when I'm in the car and I'm driving around town and I am listening to music, don't want to listen to that. I don't want to listen to that. But when you're listening to the radio, when's the last time you listened to the radio?
A couple days ago.
I never do anymore because I fucking have my phone. I have a supercomputer. I can play whatever fucking song I want.
There's one station here that plays my music.
I think there are a few that I could get down with, but
get down on it.
What I'm getting at is when a song comes on that you haven't heard in a while and you don't have the ability to skip it, something just takes over my brain and the song is so much better all of a sudden.
Because you gotta enjoy it.
Yeah, it's there. And I'm like, this song is good enough that I want to listen to this song. But if I had the ability to skip it, I probably would.
Yeah.
It's this weird juxtaposition of like, almost like a Stockholm syndrome effect, like where I'm being held hostage by this radio station, but I like it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, like, that's what's changed the music industry as a whole entirely. It used to be about albums, it used to be about, like, releases, but now it's all about singles and about releasing a quick 2.5-minute song to grab your attention and then fuck off.
Yep.
That being said, I'm going to be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Atwood.
Hey, guys. It's just me.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Oh, yeah, it's just you and me today. Just want to say thank you for watching the Couple of Cards podcast. We here at the Couple of Cards podcast really appreciate you as a viewer. If you want to subscribe, fucking do that. If you want to like the video, do that. If you want to comment, go ahead and do that. But I find it so exhausting when YouTubers, that's just like part of the script because that's what the almighty algorithm wants you to fucking do. We do this for you, but we also kind of just do it for us. We used to, when Nick first moved to Smallville, we had his like apartment. It was like maybe on the second or third floor, and it had a balcony. And we would just spend evenings outside sipping whiskey and just talking, making each other laugh. And finally, we were just like, we should just do this. Like, this should just be a podcast. And you're looking at it. Like, it took a little while to, thank you. It took a little while to get into, like, the swing of things, I think. But like, we're not here to get big. We're here to just have fun. And we appreciate you as a viewer.
Feel hollow.
Me too. So let's talk about the next thing. This is the last thing that I have written down for since the last time I wrote something down.
Eons ago.
So,
billions and billions of neurons.
Billions of neurons. Who are, you don't necessarily have to say their names, but the best and worst teachers you've had in your life? Men and women that have changed your life either for good or for ill.
Best teacher I ever had was my high school guitar teacher. Mm-hmm. Wildly enough, he married or is married to the sister of my uncle's wife. So he's related to me now, at a distance. And he was just a super cool dude, and he was sweet, and he was very polite. I've only ever seen him angry once. And we would, like, whenever we had to take like a test, we would just get pulled into another room. We'd play a guitar piece for him, and he knew I played guitar. Like, I was clearly the better of everyone else in the class. I mean, man, like I play guitar. Like,
It's not a big deal or anything.
Should I go like this? Should I go like that? Yeah, we would, most of the time for my test, I'd play the piece in under a minute. He'd be like, no, yeah, 100, yeah, absolutely. And then we just talk for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he helped me like shape my perspective on music, songwriting, which bled into like the way I acted outside of school. And like, he was just a good man. And he used to do this joke because clearly I was a pothead and I would come to school. And
why would you come into school?
Ew, Cooper. And he would always have a bag of peanuts. So he'd walk up and be like, how are you? Oh, nuts. And then walk away all the time. He was great. He was a good dude. The worst teacher I ever had.
You marinate on that for a little bit. I'm going to talk about some teachers for a second.
I got the worst teacher, man.
One of my favorite classes I ever took, I think it was my senior year, maybe junior. Who gives a fuck?
Not me.
I had 7 classes in a day.
Yeah.
Periods.
Yeah.
And my 6th period class was a math class. Hated it.
At the end of the day.
Fuck math. Well, it's almost the end of the day.
Practically.
The last class was Creative Writing 2 with Mr. Writing.
Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright. Hold it! Objection!
No.
Yeah. So I would sling my backpack over my shoulder, walk up to Mr. Math and be like, hey, I gotta use the bathroom or whatever. He'd be like, yeah, sure. Bye. And I'd walk out. I'd walk down the hallway, down the stairs, over to Mr. Wright's Creative Writing 1 class, sit down, and the bell would ring, and then I'd be in Creative Writing 2.
That's cool.
The thing is, Mr. Wright wasn't a good teacher. He was very intelligent. He was very, 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 very smart. He knew so much about so many things. But he was one of those teachers that had favorites. And if you weren't in the club, you were just some fucking schmuck. And I was one of those schmucks. I love to write. That's my creative outlet. And I wrote something, and it was one of those things where we would read aloud to the class. We'd go around and we'd read aloud what we just wrote or something that we had written. And I wrote something that was like a very stereotypical noir type, blah, 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 and yada, yada.
I got something after this.
And then at the end, I was like, but that was all, of course, before I died. And that was like the what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
And he described it as the most cliche thing he's ever heard, but with a bright orange ball right here. And for years, I sat on that. I was like, I can't tell if that's good or bad. He was a creep, too. Like, he would walk behind a girl and start massaging her shoulders. And she'd be fucking into it, sure. Like...
Yeah, but that's a child.
But that's a child, and you're a grown-ass man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Very strange. Now, I'm building all of this up in that he was neither the best nor the worst. The best teacher I ever had was my 7th grade maths teacher. And I fucking hated that class. I hated math, but the guy was so cool.
Yeah.
His name was Michael Myers.
The Shape.
Michael Myers, The Shape.
Yeah.
What?
That's what they called Mike Myers in the first movie.
The Shape?
Yeah, they called him The Shape.
That's insane. I haven't seen it. Ooh. But I'll save my worst teacher for after Nick talks about his worst teacher.
Well, I got something before that.
Yeah, hit me with it.
In my 6th grade English class, my teacher, Mr. 6th grade English class.
Yeah.
He made us do this thing where everyone would pull out a sheet of paper and we'd write down until the timer went out, and then we'd shift papers to the left, and then we'd keep writing whatever that last person had, and then we'd shift papers.
Oh.
And we did that like 7 or 8 times until each paper had their own story, and then he'd hold it up and read it aloud.
This is in grade 6?
Sixth grade. And this was the moment that I realized I think I could be a decent writer, because one of them I picked up at some point, and I think I picked it up second, and it was like, it started off with someone walking down a hallway in a school alone, and that was it. And then I picked it up from there, and I was like, well, that's a creepy start. Let's get scary. And I wrote about like this guy. As he's walking down, he starts to get like a little dizzy, and then like a droning noise starts to take over his ears, and like he can't control himself. He starts slamming his head into the lockers, and he drops to the ground with like blood dripping down his face, and he's like, the droning gets louder and louder, and he sees like a figure moving towards him. And as he's reading this, everyone in the class was like, "Oh God. Oh fuck." And I remember one of the girls in the class was like, "Holy shit, this is terrifying." Like she said that in my class, and I was like, yo, like people are digging this right now. And then the next part, the part that I didn't write because I ended on a figure was moving towards him, the next fucking line was, "It was a zombie." And I was like, wow, he ruined it. Like it's over.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah, but that was the moment that I realized I think I could be an all right writer.
Yeah.
But my worst teacher was my 6th grade math teacher.
Wow.
Her name was, let's call her Mrs. Fire, because it's similar to what her actual name was. She was brutal. A large, brutish woman. You ever see Matilda? Her.
Holy fuck.
Her, dude.
By the pigtails.
To a T, dude. She was mean and rude, and she would scream at kids. She'd flip desks over. Like, she was an absolute terrible person. And she was a math teacher. And I was bad at math. So she used to scream at me all the time.
That's insane.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. She was a horrible teacher.
My God.
She was bad at teaching, and she wasn't a cool person.
My worst teacher doesn't sound as bad in comparison now.
Yeah, well.
My worst teacher, let's call her Mrs. Tuesday.
Mrs. Tuesday.
So I will see you next Tuesday.
Oh, yeah?
I fucking hated this woman. You know, it was grade 5.
5.
You know how in elementary school you had you would go to different teachers that taught different things, but you had like a homeroom teacher?
Yeah.
She was my homeroom. And Miss Tuesday, Miss T, was a very, very, very tall. She was a tall, blimey, that's one big woman.
The big woman with you?
The fuck?
Yeah.
She sucked. All right, so I'm going to share with you a super fun memory and a super shitty memory. Okay. There he is every time.
What are you going to do?
So it's grade 5, and I was in trouble for something, and I had to stay after school, and the punishment was going over like times tables or something like that. Like, how quickly can you get through like a full sheet of just what's this times this, what's this times this, what's this times this. Not fun, not cool. And she fucked off out of the room to like presumably go to the bathroom or to talk to another teacher or to do something. And it's just me in the room. And I understood how computers worked.
Okay.
She left the room, and I just kind of like had this moment where I was like, and I got up silently, and I scooted over to her desk. Because she had the fucking like the grade book open on the computer. I went through and I changed like a few of my test scores and bumped it up from an F to a C.
No, you didn't, dude.
I scrolled back to where she was. I sat back down to my desk, and as soon as I picked up that pencil, she walked back in the room, and I was just right here. Never heard anything about it. It was so cool. I felt so rad.
Wow, dude. That's insane.
It was a really fun moment. And I had a great grade in the future because of that.
I destroyed my middle school gym floor.
We're going to put a pin on that. the bad memory I have with this teacher, and the reason she's my least favorite is because in the state that I grew up, we had a standardized state test called the fuck yous. And I'm taking the fuck yous. And because it's like nobody really likes it, nobody, like it's just a thing, the entire school shuts down basically, and all day students are testing.
It's like right before summer.
It's in that neck of the woods, yeah. So after the fuck yous, normally there'd be like a reward. Like in grade 8, we'd walk all the way, like it was a couple blocks down the way. We'd walk to the movie theater, and that's where I first saw Tron. It was my 8th grade year after finishing the fuck yous. We walked in and I saw Tron. Well, the 5th grade year was like the second Narnia movie.
Huh. This
tall bitch sits in front of me at the movie theater. In front of me! A 5th grader! This woman is like, is tall as Hoobastank.
Wow.
She's gargantuan, and she sits down in front of me. So the entire time I'm next to my buddy Andy, I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry, but I want to watch this movie. And he's like, whatever. Sucks!
That's a bitch.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's a terrible person right there.
Oh my God.
Yo, like, ugh.
Now, did I hear correctly that you destroyed your gymnasium floor?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
So I think I was in 7th grade. This is after my brain surgery and stuff like that. They got the gym floor replaced over the summer, but they weren't done by the time school was back in session. So we weren't allowed in the gym for a little while. We had 2 gyms. We had the big gym and the small gym. It was the boys and girls gym because we weren't co-ed gym until high school. So for a while we were in the girls gym, and then we moved back to the dudes, and
back to the guys.
The floor was not lacquered. It was just bare wood.
Whoa.
And we were walking on it. It was me and my friend, and we were walking on it. We were like laughing about it. Be like, I can't believe they let us on here. Like we could just break it. And I had a pen in my hand. And as we were walking, we were joking about ruining it. And I was like, yeah. And I threw the pen down. The pen fucking exploded, and ink went like over like a 7 to 10 foot radius and soaked into the wood immediately.
Whoa.
Yeah. And we ran into the gym locker room, and like 4 or 5 minutes go by before the gym teacher calls us out, and they line us up on the wall, and everyone is in there looking at it, and they're like looking at us, and all of us are lined up on the wall and stuff like that. And then the dean came over and points at...
The dean?
Of the school.
Jesus.
Yeah. He walks over and he points at me and a couple other my friends and goes, you, my office. And we walked into the office and we sat down. And as we were sitting there, he was like asking us one by one who did it. And when he got to me, I was like, it was me, man. Like no one else did it. It was me. And then everyone else left, and he started telling me about how I'm going to get suspended, how it could lead to expulsion, this, and that. And he sent me home from school. And I went home, and I lived right around the block from my school. And as I was walking home, I was like, oh, well, that's not that bad. I'm out of school. And I walked in, and my sisters are there because at this point, my sisters are in college. And I walked in, and they were like, the fuck are you doing here so early? And I was like, I got sent home. And they were like, what'd you do? And I was like, I destroyed the gym floor. And they were like, what? And I had to call my mom. My mom came home. Now, at the time, I had 2 older sisters, so they both went to the same school as well. And the principal of my school knew my parents very well at this point. So the next day, I go into school, and he calls me to the office, and he has a smile on his face. And he's like, dude, like, I know you. I know your family. Just tell me what the fuck happened. And I was like...
How is he so cool on the second day?
It was the principal this time, not the dean.
Oh, the principal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I was talking to him, and I was like... I was spinning the pen around on my finger, and it slipped, and it just fell and exploded. And it wasn't entirely the truth, obviously.
Obviously.
But he was like, look, like, you're not going to get in trouble for this, but, like, what were you doing? And I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't think that would happen. He's like, well, you admitted to it. Like, you came right out and said it.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Go to class. That was it.
Well, yeah.
It cost them like $2 million to replace. I destroyed this gym floor because they had to replace the whole section.
Yeah.
To this day, I believe you can still see the newer wood in that area.
Wait, $2 million to replace a section?
Well, that's including the cost of getting the new gym floor in the first place, and then the replacement. So total cost them around $2 million.
What? If they're just replacing a section?
Well, they replaced the entire gym floor. That cost them a bunch of money, and then they replaced a new section.
Oh, it was a new floor when you got there.
It was an entirely new floor without that like plastic lacquer on the top, so it was just bare wood. You know how like a gym floor has like that,
yeah.
It didn't have that. It was just wood, and the ink soaked right into the wood, so they couldn't do the lacquer on top. So they had to replace the whole thing.
They should have lacquered it. You should have never let students in. I used to be a custodian at a school. Everything like that takes place during the summertime. Everything else can wait until summer.
That's why I think I didn't get in trouble because they were like, we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have done
It's
that.
on you. It's a fucking middle school. What are you doing?
Yeah. So now that's out there for the world. It's been like 10 years.
Yeah.
So
10 years? It's been 10 years since you graduated.
No, I was 17 when I graduated. I was 16 10 years ago.
Oh, you're like 3 years younger. I always forget that you're like 3 years younger than me.
So it was actually probably closer to like 13 or 15 years ago either way, though, because that was middle school.
I graduated a decade ago. Decade and some change.
Bug. I had a friend named Ramblin' Bob who used to steal, gamble, and rob. He thought he was the smartest guy in town. Well, I found out last Monday that Bob got locked up Sunday. They've got him in the jailhouse way downtown. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Woo!